Welcome to FHG TV's Deal of the Week segment, where every week we highlight one of the deals that shows why accountants are putting their faith in us for their in-house financing divisions. This week's deal was put together by Lachlan Spence in Western Australia, where he helped a new business with experienced directors help tell their story to the lender so that they could get approved for some much needed infrastructure finance. Lockie, tell us about that deal.
Yeah, it was a really good deal. We had a new business approach us with an established director who we've had an existing relationship with, and a new director basically looking to start a business over here in Western Australia. He was originally from New Zealand. They were seeking some financing for a new piece of machinery that would underpin 2 new contracts. And would basically be a wedge in the door for future works and future contracts as well with these companies in that sector. Traditionally, the finances and the lack of time in business would have been counted them out of any opportunity with traditional lenders. As I said, working with the accountant, we formulated a series of projected financials, utilised our understanding of the types of contracts that they had engaged in and the sort of the scope of works that would follow, and negotiated with the lender based off sort of those critical pillars, as well as the experience of the directors and sort of the associated companies that are really, really strong in that industry as sort of the baseboard for the application to jump off, which ultimately resulted in a good approval with a really good term and a really good rate for the piece of machinery that got delivered on time up to Port Hedland. So all in all, it was a really, really good transaction and a great result for this business.
If there were 3 sort of keys to getting this deal over the line, because I understand it was a pretty complex and a pretty unusual sort of deal, what would those 3 sort of standout features be?
Number one, we've already touched on it an awful lot, is the accounting relationship. Absolutely critical to this one. Number 2 would have been the client relationship. I needed to get up close and personal with the business and understand what their story is, where they wanted to go, and what their growth strategy was. Without understanding the context of the deal, numbers on a page don't mean anything. And to see the sort of the passion, the engagement, and the opportunity that the directors saw with what this machine brought was really good. It gave me the context to then leverage that off, or leverage off that with the new lender. And finally, it's our centre of excellence allowed us to triage the deal, work on this scenario, and sort of mould it like Play-Doh to find a home for it, leveraging off all of our employees' expertise and sort of experience, because we've all got different levels of experience and of similar deals, different machinery or same machinery with different businesses and different sort of areas of business. So they would be the 3 critical points, I'd say.
To find out how Finance House Group can help your clients tell that story in a compelling way for the lenders and secure the financing they need to grow their business, reach out at fhg.net.au.